Okay, so I've just come back from a ride. First ride in quite a while. I had one in April, and I haven't really had a decent training ride since the Tour Down Under in January. And what I do is I usually test out my anaerobic power when I first come back and start getting back into training, and just to prove to myself my theory that anaerobic power isn't as trainable as aerobic power. My aerobic power is just dismal at the moment. I was just cruising along at like 100, 150 watts. I think I averaged 100 watts. We'll show you on my iPhone there. Yep, 100 watts average power and 1678 maximum power there. Alright, so I actually emailed Joe Friel, who people know about power and power data knows Joe Friel. He did quite a few books on training with power, and he told me the same thing, and I'll show you on my computer there what he told me. Okay, so you can see here Joe Friel talks about, he says, and you're right about anaerobic capacity power, it's not as trainable as aerobic power. And then he goes on to say one's highly aerobic and the other highly anaerobic. These are quite individualized factors. Some riders have much better aerobic power and some the other way around. So there we go. So Joe confirmed what I sort of had my gut feeling was, which is that you're pretty much born with anaerobic power, which is from your fast twitch muscle fibers and your compensatory muscles, but aerobic power you can train up quite a bit, because to keep up and to be part of the AIS, which I'll do a video on one day, that I was part of the AIS training program, you've got to be you've got to have decent aerobic power, because I wasn't in the squad as a sprinter. I was actually a time trialist. They were training me up for the 1992 Barcelona Olympics, but just didn't eventuate. But I'll go into that in detail. I'll do a video one day about that. But yeah, so there we go. So if you're only putting out like 800 watts max and you think you're going to be a sprinter, just forget about it. You're probably not going to, unless you start taking some sort of illegal drugs, you're probably not going to be a world-class sprinter if your muscle fibers only allow you to put out like 800, less than 1,000 watts or something. It's just impossible. So I'd stick to aerobic training if your muscles are slow twitch, not fast twitch like mine. So there we go, a little bit of information there, and we'll catch up with you next time. Cheers.